Steve McQueen, Hollywood's ultimate nonconformist, sought alternative treatments in Mexico to combat the aggressive lung cancer caused by asbestos exposure and smoking. From Paul Newman's philanthropic endeavors to Yul Brynner's unforgettable anti-smoking legacy, here are 35 iconic actors from Hollywood's golden era who succumbed to lung cancer. John Wayne, known as the Duke, John Wayne embodied the spirit of classic Hollywood. His towering presence and distinctive voice made him a standout in legendary westerns and war dramas. Behind the scenes, however, his habits told a different story. Wayne was a heavy smoker, consuming up to 5 packs a day. This habit led to a lung cancer diagnosis in 1964. Surgeons removed his left lung and several ribs in a drastic attempt to halt the disease. Despite this, Wayne continued to act, solidifying his legacy. His courage mirrored his on-screen personas, but cancer's grip tightened. In June 1979, at 72, he passed away. His story remains a testament to resilience, but one question lingers: how did his indomitable spirit endure such trials? Paul Newman. Paul Newman was more than a Hollywood star. He was a philanthropist, entrepreneur, and a man of quiet dignity. He dazzled audiences in films like Cool Hand Luke and Butch Cassidy and The Sundance Kid. Yet, behind his brilliance lay a shadow. Years of smoking took their toll, and later in life, he was diagnosed with lung cancer. After retiring, Newman devoted his final days to family and his charitable work. His Newman's Own Foundation became a beacon of hope, funneling millions to noble causes. On September 26, 2008, Newman passed at 83. His legacy endures, but the mystery remains. How could a man so full of life leave us so soon? Nat King Cole. Nat King Cole's smooth, velvety voice captivated hearts worldwide, making him a musical legend. Hits like Unforgettable broke racial barriers in a segregated world. Cole believed smoking deepened his voice, a belief that led to relentless puffing. The price was a devastating lung cancer diagnosis. Even as the disease ravaged him, Cole's passion for music burned bright. He performed almost until the end, a testament to his unyielding dedication. On February 15, 1965, at just 45, Cole passed away. His music lives on, timeless and rich, yet a poignant thought lingers. Was his voice worth the cost of his life? Gary Cooper. Gary Cooper, the epitome of quiet strength, captivated audiences with roles in High Noon and Sergeant York, showcasing a man of unwavering integrity. Off-screen, Cooper's health crumbled under years of heavy smoking. In 1960, he was diagnosed with prostate cancer that metastasized to his lungs. As his condition worsened, Cooper stepped back from public life. Hollywood recognized his immense contribution with an honorary Oscar in 1961. Shortly after, on May 13, at 60, he passed away. Cooper's death marked the end of an era, but his films endure as a reminder of his greatness. In his absence, we're left to wonder, what more might he have achieved? Steve McQueen. The rebel of Hollywood, Steve McQueen, exuded effortless cool in films like Bullitt and The Great Escape, but his tough exterior belied a fragile truth. McQueen's life had been marked by asbestos exposure, a hidden danger lurking in his early work environments. Combined with heavy smoking, it led to mesothelioma, a rare and aggressive lung cancer. Desperate for a cure, McQueen sought unconventional treatments in Mexico. Despite his efforts, the cancer claimed him on November 7, 1980, at 50. His untimely death cast a spotlight on asbestos dangers. McQueen's legacy endures, but so does the chilling question: how many more lives has asbestos stolen? Yul Brynner. With his unmistakable bald head and deep voice, Yul Brynner dominated the screen in The King and I and The Ten Commandments. Brynner's smoking habit was no secret, and it became the catalyst for his lung cancer diagnosis. A man of action, he turned his tragedy into a warning. Shortly before his death, Brynner filmed a haunting public service announcement urging others to quit smoking. On October 10, 1985, at 65, he passed away. His message remains a powerful reminder of smoking's dangers, replayed even today. His life's work continues to inspire, but his warning asks us all, will we heed it? Clark Gable. The dashing star of Gone with the Wind, Clark Gable was the heartthrob of a generation. Behind his magnetic charm lay a lifetime of smoking. Gable's health faltered during the filming of The Misfits. Shortly after, on November 16, 1960, he succumbed to complications from lung cancer at 59. His death shocked the world, cutting short the reign of the King of Hollywood. Yet, his films keep his memory alive. Even now, the world wonders, what more could the king have brought to his court? Desi Arnaz. The beloved Ricky Ricardo of I Love Lucy, Desi Arnaz was a trailblazer in television. As co-creator of the iconic sitcom, Arnaz redefined entertainment. Yet, his personal life bore the scars of a relentless smoking habit. In his later years, Arnaz battled lung cancer. On December 2, 1986, at 69, he passed away. His innovations in humor remain etched in television history. His story leaves a lingering reflection. How many more legends will fade too soon? Edward G. Robinson. With his piercing gaze and commanding voice, Edward G. Robinson carved a path through Hollywood's toughest roles. From the gritty mobster of Little Caesar to the layered characters of Key Largo, Robinson was more than an actor, he was a force. Off-camera, he lived a life of refined sophistication, amassing a remarkable art collection. Yet even this titan was not invincible. Years of heavy smoking took their toll. In his twilight years, Robinson faced dual battles, bladder and lung cancer. Still, he delivered a haunting final performance in Soylent Green, a testament to his indomitable spirit. On a winter's day in January 1973, at 79, Robinson passed away. His posthumous Academy Honorary Award stands as a tribute, but does it truly capture the weight of his contributions? Lionel Barrymore. A pillar of the Barrymore dynasty, Lionel Barrymore brought gravitas to every role. Whether it was the kindly Mr. Potter in It's a Wonderful Life or his commanding presence in Grand Hotel, Barrymore embodied depth and humanity. Despite severe arthritis confining him to a wheelchair, his performances remained magnetic. But behind the scenes, his health battles mounted. Lung cancer, a grim consequence of lifelong smoking, further weakened his frail body. On a crisp November day in 1954, Barrymore succumbed to a heart attack, his cancer an unrelenting companion. How does one measure the loss of such enduring talent? His name remains etched in Hollywood lore, but the scars of his struggles linger in every retelling. Robert Taylor. With chiseled features and undeniable charm, Robert Taylor lit up screens across the globe. Films like Camille, Waterloo Bridge, and Ivanhoe solidified his reputation as a leading man. Beneath the veneer of his suave exterior was a performer who seamlessly blended strength with vulnerability. But fame could not shield him from the ravages of time and habit. A dedicated smoker, Taylor faced a grim diagnosis in the late 1960s. Surgery to remove a lung offered no reprieve. On a summer's day in 1969, at 57, Taylor's journey ended. His star burned brightly, but one wonders, what heights might he have scaled had his life not been cut so tragically short? Veronica Lake. Veronica Lake's ethereal beauty was otherworldly. Her signature hairstyle became a cultural phenomenon, and in classics like This Gun for Hire and The Blue Dahlia, she exuded mystery and elegance, captivating audiences with every glance. Yet, behind the screen's glow, her life unraveled. Plagued by personal struggles and alcoholism, Lake's once illustrious career faded. Her heavy smoking, a habit shared by many of her contemporaries, sealed her fate. On a summer day in 1973, lung cancer, compounded by hepatitis, claimed her at just 50. Lake's legacy is a tapestry of glamour and tragedy. Her life's mysteries are as haunting as her performances. Could her story have ended differently, or was she forever destined to embody Hollywood's bittersweet allure? Peter Lorre. With bug-eyed intensity and a haunting voice, Peter Lorre was unforgettable. From the chilling M to the enigmatic The Maltese Falcon, Lorre's talent knew no bounds. He could evoke dread or pathos with equal mastery, his characters etched deep into cinematic memory. But his life's final act was marred by declining health. A lifelong smoker, Lorre was diagnosed with lung cancer, a battle compounded by heart problems. On a March night in 1964, the world lost Lorre at 59. His legacy endures in his films, but his untimely death begs the question, how many more roles might he have transformed with his singular talent? Tallulah Bankhead. A whirlwind of charisma and audacity, Tallulah Bankhead captivated audiences with her smoky voice and sharp wit. Whether in Alfred Hitchcock's Lifeboat or her electrifying stage performances, she was unforgettable. Offstage, her larger-than-life persona, filled with humor and scandal, cemented her as a cultural icon. But her habits, relentless smoking and drinking, took a heavy toll. Emphysema and lung cancer dimmed her vibrant energy. On a winter's night in 1968, at 66, Bankhead's flame flickered out. Her spirit lives on, but does the world truly grasp the price she paid for her brilliance? Joan Blondell, a radiant star of Hollywood's vibrant pre-code era, Joan Blondell dazzled audiences with her effervescent charm and quick wit. Her roles in films like Gold Diggers of 1933 and Footlight Parade cemented her place as a staple of early Warner Bros. Productions. Her presence on screen was a beacon of vitality and joy, lighting up a generation of cinema. From comedic musicals to dramatic turns, Blondell's versatility made her an enduring figure in entertainment, seamlessly transitioning into television and modern film. Yet, her brilliance concealed a shadow, a lifelong smoking habit that carved deep wounds into her health. As the years unfolded, emphysema and lung cancer became her constant companions. Though it was leukemia that ultimately claimed her life, on a quiet Christmas day in 1979, the toll of decades of smoking could not be denied. She was 73. Blondell's story is both a celebration of resilience and a reminder of fragility, a light that flickered but never dimmed entirely. What price does a star pay for its enduring glow? Jack Cassidy. A name synonymous with magnetism, Jack Cassidy was a man whose charm seemed boundless. From Broadway's hallowed stages to the flickering glow of television screens, Cassidy's talents knew no limits. His performances in She Loves Me and appearances on shows like The Partridge Family and Columbo left audiences spellbound. A master of versatility, his suave demeanor and deep charisma captivated hearts and minds. But behind the allure lay a troubled soul. A battle with alcohol and a deep reliance on cigarettes cast long shadows over his life. Diagnosed with early-stage lung cancer, Cassidy's health teetered on a perilous edge. Then came the fire. On a fateful December night in 1976, at just 49, he was taken in a blaze ignited by a lit cigarette, a tragic and fiery end to a life brimming with talent and torment. His death echoes as a haunting reminder of the destructive grip of smoke. How fragile is the flame of genius? Gloria Grahame. The smoldering enigma of Hollywood's noir golden age, Gloria Grahame was an actress of unparalleled depth. Her Academy Award-winning turn in The Bad and the Beautiful and her unforgettable presence in It's a Wonderful Life showcased a rare blend of vulnerability and fire. With each performance, Grahame proved that allure and artistry could exist in perfect harmony. But the glow of the spotlight could not shield her from life's cruelties. In her later years, stomach cancer, fueled by years of smoking, spread its insidious tendrils to her lungs. Still, she fought with unwavering resolve, taking to the stage even as her body betrayed her. On an autumn day in 1981, at just 57, Grahame's flame was extinguished. Her legacy remains indelible, but her story asks us to confront a harrowing truth. How much beauty has smoke stolen from the world? John Garfield. A raw force of Hollywood's golden age, John Garfield was a pioneer of method acting. His performances in The Postman Always Rings, Twice in Body and Soul carried an intensity that was as groundbreaking as it was unforgettable. Rising from a hardscrabble New York upbringing, Garfield became a symbol of resilience and grit, embodying characters who mirrored his own struggles. But resilience has its limits. Years of relentless smoking and the crushing stress of being blacklisted during the McCarthy era exacted their toll. On a spring day in 1952, Garfield's heart gave out, claiming him at 39. His death was sudden but not without warning, a stark testament to the cumulative cost of addiction and persecution. Garfield's legacy endures as a beacon of integrity, but his fate serves as a chilling reminder of the forces that conspired to dim even the brightest lights. Fredric March. A titan of the silver screen, Fredric March won hearts and accolades with performances that span genres and generations. From the duality of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde to the profound humanity of The Best Years of Our Lives, March's craft was a masterclass in versatility. Beyond the screen, his work on stage fortified his standing as a true thespian, a giant of 20th century entertainment. Yet, even giants fall. Decades of heavy smoking left their mark, ravaging his lungs and weakening his body. Prostate cancer became the ultimate adversary, claiming him on an April day in 1975. He was 77. March's enduring influence on cinema and theater remains unquestioned, but his story is a poignant reminder of the fragility of even the mightiest. How many legacies are written in ash? Jin Hagen. With her piercing laugh and comedic timing, Jin Hagen brought to life one of the most iconic roles in cinematic history, Lena Lamont in Singin' in the Rain. Hagen's portrayal of the shrill voice starlet was both hilarious and heartbreaking, earning her a place among Hollywood's most beloved actresses. Her talents extended far beyond that singular role, with a career that spanned television, film, and stage. But behind the laughter was a silent adversary. Years of smoking led to a diagnosis of esophageal cancer, which metastasized to her lungs. On a summer day in 1977, at 54, Hagen's vibrant life came to an end. Her legacy as a comedic and dramatic force endures, but her untimely death underscores the silent peril that shadows so many in the industry. How many stars have we lost to the slow, unseen specter of smoke? William Tallman. The steadfast prosecutor Hamilton Berger on Perry Mason. William Tallman was more than just a familiar face on television screens. His piercing gaze and commanding voice brought courtroom battles to life, making him a staple of the era. But beyond the scripts and lights, Tallman's life took a stark turn when he faced a grim diagnosis: lung cancer. Once a smoker, Tallman's journey became a cautionary tale. He broke new ground as the first celebrity to record an anti-smoking public service announcement. In it, his frail voice carried a powerful message, urging viewers to abandon the very habit that hastened his demise. Tallman passed on a somber summer day, August 30, 1968, at 53. Yet, his bravery in transforming personal suffering into a legacy of advocacy ensures his name will echo beyond his roles. Robert Ryan. A master of portraying morally complex characters, Robert Ryan seemed almost larger than life. His brooding presence graced classics like Crossfire and The Wild Bunch. Whether as a conflicted hero or a menacing antagonist, Ryan's performances were unforgettable. But his rugged exterior belied a vulnerability. A smoker for much of his life, Ryan's health waned as the years went on. Diagnosed with lung cancer, he continued to act, his grit unyielding until the end. On July 11, 1973, at 63, Ryan passed away, leaving a cinematic legacy steeped in authenticity and depth. His artistry endures, casting a long shadow over Hollywood's golden age. Ruth Roman. A starlet of striking beauty and undeniable talent, Ruth Roman captivated audiences in films like Alfred Hitchcock's Strangers on a Train. A symbol of elegance, she carried herself with a poise that seemed unshakable. Yet, behind the facade lay a struggle that would define her later years. A longtime smoker, Roman's health deteriorated as lung cancer took its toll. Though the disease did not directly claim her life, its shadow loomed over her final years. On September 9, 1999, at 76, Roman's light dimmed, leaving behind a legacy of suspense and drama that continues to intrigue. Mary Windsor. Often dubbed the Queen of B-movies, Marie Windsor held her own in the gritty realms of noir and low-budget cinema. Films like The Narrow Margin showcased her ability to dominate the screen with a mix of allure and grit, earning her a devoted following. However, Windsor's penchant for cigarettes proved to be her undoing. Lung cancer, the silent thief, claimed her on December 10, 2000 at 80. Despite her fate, Windsor's work continues to inspire, a testament to her resilience and talent in a cutthroat industry. Chester Morris. Forever immortalized as the sharp-tongued detective in the Boston Blackie series, Chester Morris was a chameleon of the silver screen. From romantic leads to captivating character roles, his versatility ensured his star shone bright through the decades. But behind the charm and charisma was a habit that would eventually seal his fate. A heavy smoker, Morris succumbed to lung cancer on September 11, 1970, at 69. His contributions to the mystery genre, especially as the beloved Boston Blackie, remain timeless. His legacy is secured as a cornerstone of classic cinema. Richard Boone. Gravel-voiced and rugged, Richard Boone was the beating heart of the Western genre. Best known for Have Gun, Will Travel, Boone's intense performances elevated the genre to new heights. His talent transcended cowboys and saloons, with roles in films like The Big Sleep showcasing his range. But his storied career was marked by a battle with throat cancer that spread to his lungs. Even as his health deteriorated, Boone's performances carried the weight of authenticity and gravitas. He passed on January 10, 1981, at 63, a symbol of the indomitable spirit of the American West. Agnes Moorehead. The unforgettable Endora of Bewitched, Agnes Moorehead dazzled audiences with her wit and commanding presence. Her career, spanning stage, radio, film, and television, was nothing short of extraordinary. Films like The Magnificent Ambersons showcased her dramatic prowess, while her radio performances hinted at a versatility few could match. Tragically, Moorehead's death was linked not to her lifestyle but to environmental hazards. While filming The Conqueror near nuclear test sites, she may have been exposed to radioactive fallout. Diagnosed with uterine cancer that metastasized to her lungs, Moorehead died on April 30, 1974, at 73. Her death sparked questions about the unseen dangers in Hollywood's pursuit of grandeur. Millard Mitchell. A name forever linked to timeless classics like Singin' in the Rain and Winchester 73, Millard Mitchell was a chameleon of his craft. Whether portraying a gruff executive or a steadfast ally, Mitchell's performances resonated with authenticity and heart. His ability to shift seamlessly between humor and gravity made him indispensable in the tapestry of Golden Age cinema. But Mitchell's vibrant career met an abrupt end on an October day in 1953. He succumbed to lung cancer at 50. Though his voice fell silent, his work, etched in celluloid, continues to echo through time. How does a man's talent withstand the ravages of fate? Alan Hale Sr. With his affable grin and magnetic presence, Alan Hale Sr. was a cornerstone of swashbuckling adventures. Known for films like The Adventures of Robin Hood and The Seahawk, he was often the loyal anchor beside Errol Flynn's dashing leads. For over 40 years, Hale brought warmth and camaraderie to the screen, becoming one of the era's most beloved character actors. Yet, behind the hearty laughter and bold performances lay a vulnerability. A heavy smoker, Hale passed away from lung cancer in January 1950 at 57. His legacy, however, persists, embodying the charm and resilience of an actor who gave so much to his craft. Could his boundless joy have masked the shadows of his private struggles? Gig Young. A paradox of elegance and depth, Gig Young was celebrated for his Oscar-winning role in They Shoot Horses, Don't They? His performances in Teacher's Pet and The Desperate Hours showcased an uncanny knack for blending humor with pathos, cementing his reputation as a versatile star. But Young's personal life was tumultuous, a maelstrom of failed marriages, health battles, and inner demons. Though his death was not directly from lung cancer, his lifelong smoking habit and its toll on his body mirrored the fates of many of his contemporaries. His shocking end in 1978 at 64 leaves an unanswered question. How does brilliance coexist with destruction? Linda Darnell. A vision of beauty and talent, Linda Darnell captivated audiences with her performances in Forever Amber and A Letter to Three Wives, securing her place as one of Hollywood's brightest stars. Her allure was matched only by her dramatic range, making her a sought-after actress in the 1940s. However, the flames of her stardom mirrored the flames that consumed her life, literally and figuratively. Diagnosed with lung cancer, Darnell's health was ravaged by years of smoking. She tragically passed at just 41 in 1965. How does a star's light burn so brightly only to be extinguished so soon? Gary Merrill. Known for his commanding roles in All About Eve and 12 O'Clock High, Gary Merrill was a man of gravitas. His rich, resonant voice and presence made him a fixture in films that demanded emotional depth and authenticity. Beyond the screen, Merrill was a staunch advocate for social causes, adding complexity to his public persona. But Merrill's life was not without its shadows. A lifetime of smoking caught up with him, and lung cancer claimed him in 1990 at 74. Despite the grim ending, his body of work remains a testament to his resilience and dedication. What drives a man to use his voice even as it falters? William Holden. A titan of cinema, William Holden earned his place among Hollywood's pantheon with unforgettable roles in Sunset Boulevard, Stalag 17, and The Bridge on the River Kwai. Rugged yet vulnerable, Holden captured the complexities of the human spirit, becoming an enduring symbol of masculinity and introspection. While his death in 1981 was not directly tied to lung cancer, decades of heavy smoking left their mark on his health and vitality. Holden's decline serves as a cautionary tale of the quiet toll addiction takes. Even as his star dimmed, his legacy shines brightly, a beacon of his immeasurable talent. Robert Mitchum. Embodying the dark allure of film noir, Robert Mitchum captivated audiences with his smoldering gaze and effortless charisma. He defined an era with performances in Night of the Hunter and Out of the Past. Mitchum's naturalistic style and enigmatic presence made him a legend in genres ranging from westerns to war dramas. A lifelong smoker, Mitchum battled health challenges that culminated in lung cancer. He passed away in July 1997 at 79, leaving behind a legacy steeped in intrigue and artistry. His work endures, a haunting reminder of the fragility beneath his steely exterior. Can the shadows of noir ever fully release their grip? Eleanor Parker. A portrait of versatility and elegance, Eleanor Parker captivated audiences with her performances. From the scheming Baroness in The Sound of Music to the harrowing depths of Cage, she navigated diverse roles with aplomb. Her 3 Academy Award nominations are a testament to her profound impact on the art of acting. But Parker's journey, too, was marred by the effects of smoking. Lung cancer took her life in December 2013 at 91. Her enduring grace and talent continued to captivate audiences, a poignant reminder of what was lost. How does one balance the weight of legacy with the toll of mortality?